What's going on, everyone? Here we are, episode 67 of the hashtag Nisto Bros podcast. We're doing good here. We got our special guest for this week's episode, Mike Salcedo, back, aka Solli. How are you doing, Solli?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Happy
good.
to be here.
I'm excited. Oh yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited for this week's edition.
Second ever, second time, multiple time guest.
It's a big. It's
You
the
should
big
be very
time.
honored. It's a big deal, and the reason we got Sully back in the building is we got another baseball themed episode. We got our baseball aficionado, Sully here, and we are going to be talking about the MLB All-Star Game and Home Run Derby. More specifically, we're going to make our predictions, do a little bit of breakdown, and see who we think is going to walk away with the title this year. It's going to be exciting. It's coming up Monday and Tuesday of this week, but today is Saturday, July 10th.
Right.
And we got some things to say because it is July 10th. We got some happy birthdays on this days. So let's kick it off, Mike.
All right. Yeah. First up, we're getting away from baseball. We're going to football. I don't even know if this guy's playing anymore because he's such a clown.
I think he is.
It's his birthday. Who is he signed?
Yeah, he's on the he just won the big game with the Buccaneers.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Antonio Brown?
Anyway,
Antonio Brown!
What a guess. Antonio Brown. I didn't know that he went to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he went to Tampa Bay midway through
wow.
the season once his suspension came
Wow,
out.
I didn't know he went to Tampa Bay. Wow.
Him and Tom love each other. They have
Yes.
a weird connection.
It's so weird. Why?
Yeah.
I guess Tom just likes bad people.
Hey, man.
Good.
Sorry, it is your birthday.
No,
though,
that is true.
Antonio.
Yeah, happy birthday, Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
We don't got. I mean,
Antonio,
really weird fall from grace
Yeah.
for him. You know, he's one of the best receivers in the league. Maybe he was the one who really. I think he probably has the worst Madden curse. I feel like
ooh.
he was on the cover of Madden and then fell off the face of the planet.
Honestly, that's a good point because
I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people. Oh yeah, they get injured. You know, whatever.
I mean,
but,
yeah, it's like you take an injury, but it's usually just like the 1 year. I feel like ever since he's been on the cover, it's not
Yeah.
just injuries, but it's like it's more so off-field shenanigans, and
Yeah.
more often than not, it's self-inflicted. So
Right.
I don't really feel too bad for the guy, but I can't. Not really. No, I wasn't. I was gonna say maybe a little, but honestly, no, not really, not at all. But Antonio Thomas, you know what? That's why there's a connection because his middle name is Thomas.
That's a good guess. I'm gonna say his middle name is maybe Antonio
His middle name's
Salvatore
Oh,
Brown.
wow, that's big. I don't know.
What do
about
you got,
that.
Sully, for his middle name? Maybe.
I'm feeling Antonio.
Cesaro?
I was between two. I want to say Greg because that's just weird as hell.
Oh,
Greg.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Honestly,
Right.
I feel good about that. I feel good for you.
I'm gonna go with Olivares, like Oliver, like the Spanish version of
Ah.
like Oliver. Like
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Olivares.
I would have stuck with Greg.
Oh, wow. Pretty close, actually, Sully. Antonio Tavares.
Oh,
You had like that ending.
interesting.
Tavares there.
That's a last name.
Brown Senior.
Senior. Oh, so he's got a junior. Poor guy.
He is turning 33 today, and he's already got a junior.
Poor
Happy
kid.
birthday,
Anyway.
Antonio Tavares Brown. And the second happy birthday we have today, and the final happy birthday, is to Phyllis Smith
Yeah.
from The Office.
Yeah. Please.
Phyllis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Believe it or not.
they did that with one or two other
A couple of 'em.
characters.
Yeah.
Or
Not like the.
couple.
I mean, I can't even say not the major characters, but the other people around the office. I
Yes.
think had their regular names.
Maybe Meredith.
Ooh.
I don't know. But
Maybe
there's
that's
definitely
right,
a
yeah.
couple. And she was also if you guys saw the movie Inside Out, the Pixar children's movie, she played the sad emotion. And
I
she's
didn't
just
remember seeing that actually.
she's a very nice woman.
Yeah. I think she's turning the big 7-0 today, actually.
Really?
I think
7-0?
Yeah, pretty sure. You
crazy.
could fact check me on that, but
I
I'm
will.
pretty sure when I saw her name that it was her birthday. Pretty sure it said the big 7-0 for Big Phyllis.
Yeah,
I
happy
don't
birthday then.
I don't
That's a
want to
big
call.
birthday.
I don't want to call a woman Big Phyllis. That's not like that. I'm just saying, like, you're a big personality.
Yes,
I'm
big
digging my grave here. Got to
actor.
stop. I'm going Phyllis Meredith Smith.
Oh, because I just said it.
Yep.
I'll go with Phyllis Sarah Smith.
With an
ESS.
H, with an H or no?
No.
No H, so SARA. Oh
Yeah.
no!
All right,
You know
Sully,
it's
what
not
do you
gonna
got
be
for
Sarah
Phyllis?
with an H.
Phyllis Margaret.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, she's 70. I didn't take that into
I told you.
consideration.
Sarah,
Oh,
especially without the H. It's Sarah with an H.
no, it's no middle name.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Phyllis. But she is 70 today, July 10th, 1951. Happy birthday to Phyllis Smith.
That's what I said 16 times. I said she's 70.
I know.
Yeah,
Her middle name would be Margaret, though.
it would be. If she had a middle name, I think it would be Mark.
Yeah, I think it'd also be Sarah, also, though.
So it's Phyllis Sarah Margaret Meredith Smith. Happy birthday.
Yeah, she turned into one of the Dominican baseball players. Last names and middle names.
On this day. Oh, me?
Yeah,
me?
you go. You can go.
All right. I'll do the first one because that's
It
in
happened earlier.
timeline. Yeah.
chronologically.
In 1934, National League pitcher Carl Hubble strikes out. Excuse me, we're going to be here for a minute. Babe Ruth, pretty big name. Lou Gehrig, pretty big name. Jimmy Fox, Al Simmons, and Joe Cronin. 5, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For an MLB All-Star Game record for consecutive strikeouts. 5.
And 5 all-time greats.
5.
It's
All
absolutely incredible.
All-Stars. The National League still lost that game, though, anyway.
I'm surprised that the that might, like, well, I guess like pitchers don't really go multiple innings in the All-Star games. I don't know how
Not
it was
anymore.
back then.
Maybe they got 2 innings, you know?
Maybe they got 2.
Because that's 6 outs. If he went 2 innings, 5 of his 6 outs were strikeouts.
Yeah.
That's the Grom stuff right there.
That's what I was just gonna say. There was that I think it was DeGrom's first All-Star game, either 2015 or 2016, when he still had the long hair. He
Got to bring it back.
absolutely dominated.
He did.
He struck out the side on like 10 pitchers or something like that, and made every single All-Star that he faced look silly. So if he got multiple innings, especially this year, I think he could do it. I think he could break it.
Well, he's actually not even pitching.
Oh,
He's
he's
pitching,
not.
though.
You're right.
He's not. He said he doesn't want to do it.
Boy, but I
We
think
talked about that the other night.
yeah, we did. Taiwan Walker though, All-Star.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, big time. All right. And then also on this day, 1936, just a few years later in the MLB, the Philadelphia Phillies,
Couple.
Chuck Klein
Yep,
becomes the 4th ever player to hit 4 home runs in a game. 1936. Pretty
4.
cool.
The 4th player to hit 4. It's now been done 17 times, but he was the 4th ever to do it. It's pretty crazy.
4 home runs is a lot.
That's a
Do you
day.
think we'll ever see anyone hit 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No?
Maybe.
All right.
I think it'll be Ohtani.
Really?
No. Actually.
Yes. Maybe.
I just feel like 5 at bats nowadays is like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I know. It would definitely be like a once in a lifetime type thing.
You have to go extras, and with this stupid extra inning runner rule, you're not going to see
It
games
doesn't
go.
have to go extras. It could just be an absolute
Yeah,
blowout.
I guess
they
that's
bat
true.
around a bunch of time, a couple.
I don't think. I don't know about 5. I think 4 will happen again. The most recent was 2017. We looked. I think 4 could happen again. I think honestly, I think Ohtani could do that.
Yeah.
I think he could do 5. I think he could do 6.
Oh, geez, come on now.
I don't know about that.
But I don't really know this guy, Chuck Klein. Congratulations on this day. Hopefully,
yeah, Chucky boy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of the episode.
That's the end of it.
Nope.
All right.
Mr. Drinks.
Nisto Drinks this week was a Mountain Dew flavor that I've never seen ever in my life, ever before, ever. And I found it, and I thought it was very, very interesting because it was orange, and I've seen the other orange one, which I showed on the screen in the episode, and I was like, oh, it's probably that one. But then I looked at it, I was like, that's not what it is. So I was very curious to see what it was like, if it tasted the same. What
This
happened?
is false advertising.
What?
This way to the beach, it says. That's clearly incorrect. This is clearly not the beach.
No, it's not the beach.
It's a lemonade. Sorry.
Well, I think that they're trying to say it gives you the vibe that you are at the beach.
No, I feel like my vibe is I'm in the basement doing the Nisto Bros podcast.
Yes.
Not on the beach.
So have you guys had Baja Blast?
I have, of course.
Solli, Baja Blast.
I had one once.
But there is sorry to cut you off. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say it wasn't the greatest thing I had. I don't think I finished it all. I got kind of tired of it after a few sips.
Why did we allow this guy back on the show?
Hey, that's respectable.
No, it's not. Baja Blast is great.
Taco Bell is great in general, but the Baja Blast is not. It's just not my feng shui over there.
All right. You use the word feng shui in a sentence, so
and
I'll
he's back in. And he's back.
You know what? We'll allow it. We'll allow him. If he'll come back for a third, I don't know. But no, I'm just kidding.
I do also really enjoy Baja Blast. But I was just asking because maybe you guys can help me out with it. There's this essence, and there was a little bit of the kick of a regular Baja Blast at the end of the Baja Punch, which is the one I tried. But I feel like it's so hard to describe what the flavor of a Baja Blast is, besides saying it's a Baja Blast, and I'm saying Baja Blast a lot, and I still don't know how to describe it. We need a counter on how many times you just said Baja Blast. Yeah, I definitely need that. But it was very good. Like I said, it doesn't rank towards the top necessarily of a Mountain Dew for me. I think I would probably still grab one of the other flavors before this one. But it definitely delivers on more of the punch flavor.
Weren't we saying it was kind of like a Baja Blast and a Code Red kind of combo?
There definitely was a little bit of Code Red because there were cherries on the packaging, which I didn't even notice at first. But then I actually did taste them a little bit. But then there was also other fruit influences. I got some pineapple type flavors, so it was definitely a mix. It was definitely more of a tropical punch, which is what it said. I do think that they delivered on that. And then it also had that Baja essence again. You guys, either Mike, obviously you've had more Baja Blasts. What do you think? That you know what I'm talking about? There's that something about the Baja Blast.
I just also
that's Baja Blast.
Describe it.
And it's just Baja Blast.
It's just Baja Blast. I don't know how to describe. I actually saw Baja Blast in a bottle. They have them in the bottles now.
Yes, I have
Didn't
seen
know that. So Baja Blast is now Baja bottles.
Baja Blast bottles.
I don't know what to describe it though. It's just got its own flavor.
I know. Yeah, I don't know how to say it either.
It's its own Baja Blast.
Yes.
It's just Baja Blast.
And that's really all I got for Nisto Drinks. One thing very exciting coming up.
Excuse me.
I think I got 2 more episodes to episode 100.
Holy shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to do. But hey, if you got any suggestions, leave some comments down below. Maybe I'll do some kind of something weird. Okay. What Nisto eats this week?
Yeah.
We got a little post update, and we heard we're going to hear it on the podcast. So
yes,
let's do that.
Yeah. So there's a post update. And so here's the story here. I was going to do an episode for the record it was Maple Tree Barbecue Smokehouse. It's a mouthful. No pun intended. But it's out in Riverhead. It's deep on Long Island, but was recommended, went there, and full intentions of doing an episode. Okay. I pull up to the establishment, and it's a little small place, and I'm like, all right, I've done it in coffee shops, shout out to Strange Brew and small quiet environments. And then I walk in and I'm like, there's no chance in hell that I'm doing an episode with my energy in this small atmosphere. and I'm not saying that it's small in a bad way. It's just
It's intimate.
it would it was very open. So it would have been very uncomfortable for me to do an episode there while there's other people, trying to enjoy their food. And you got some gabagool come in over here talking about the brisket and the pulled pork and stuff like that. And they're like, "Hey, clown, I'm just trying to eat my cornbread over here. Can you shut up?" And I say, "Hey, check out Nisto Eats and the Nisto Bros." Idiot. Anyway, so what I did was I took a couple pictures of the place, and I went with it was on the menu. It was kind of centered on there. It was like 2 meats, 2 sides. So I got the pulled pork, of course, the beef brisket, and then my 2 sides were mac and cheese, cornbread. Sides first, I'll run through them real quick. Cornbread, good, not the best. Had corn in it, which is always chef's kiss. Love that. I love that for cornbread. I'm not going to give grades to cornbread.
Question.
Yes, answer.
Was it dry?
The cornbread?
Yes.
A little. I don't like the word. Nobody's gonna like the word. I'm gonna get canceled for
moist.
this, but it was a little moist. Okay,
that's good. I love a moist corn.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like the nice. It was like a nice combination of moist and dry. It wasn't like I was chewing on like a tissue or something. Where I was like, this is just so dry. I saw tissues to my right, so I thought I was like, what?
On a tissue.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna chew on a tissue. No, I'm not gonna chew on a tissue. But it's like it's gross. When it's too dry.
I'm gonna do a quick share screen of the post, by the way, as you're talking about it.
Oh, perfect! Look at that. What technology? And if you even want to do a scroll through, yeah, right there, combo meat platter. Oh, right there, combo meats platter. Yeah, 2 meats, 2 sides. So also they had some fresh lemonade. Like it was like fresh. Like they must have been like squeezing the lemons. It was very tart because I also got it with no ice. I'd probably go for ice. But anyway, there's the moist, dry cornbread with pieces of corn in it. It was very good. Mac and cheese. I think this is what I'm going to say about barbecue places and their mac and cheese. If you want to be top-notch barbecue, if you want to be like A tier of barbecue, you need to have some I don't know if I could say it, I don't care. Bomb ass mac and cheese. This was right there. This was there. I wouldn't say, bomb ass. It would blow my socks off, even though I'm not wearing socks. Plot twist. But it was up. It was up there. It was a
maybe just bomb.
Yeah, it was some bomb mac and cheese. That? Yeah, okay. No, I'd say it was bomb mac and cheese. It was very good. It's up there. The brisket. I'm going to talk about the brisket next. Was actually my least favorite thing on here. I think
hate to see it.
Yeah, you hate to see it. I think it might have been my own doing because I think there was 2 options. If you go back towards the menu, there was like a fatty one. It says, fatty or lean, right underneath by the pound or by the LB. For those that don't know, that LB stands for pounds. Right there, fatty or lean. I didn't specify, so I think mine was a little more fatty. It was a little dry.
Looks a little dry in the picture.
Yeah, it was a little dry. It was still good. It was still okay. The brisket, giving that the 2 meats are the main thing, I'm going to give those grades. The brisket, I'm going to have to be in the 6s. I want to say like a 6.5.
Okay.
And I think I'm being
flavor was still there, even though it was dry.
Yeah,
and
I think I'm being
a
little friendly on the 6.5, to be completely honest with you. For the record, I didn't use any of those sauces because of a good barbecue, and this is what I'm going to talk about with the pulled pork. Good barbecue, great barbecue, does not need sauce. Does not need barbecue sauce. And this is what I'm going to talk about the pulled pork. Look at that pulled pork. It's dry, not dry, but there's no sauce on it. It's not drowning in barbecue sauce. And what sets the great barbecue joints from just regular barbecue joints is good pulled pork, in my personal opinion. If you can come up with a bomb ass pulled pork with no sauce, you're doing it right. This did it right.
Yes.
The pulled pork was phenomenal.
I agree.
I'm
by the way.
going to say, I'm in the eights for it. I'm going to say 8.4
Okay.
for the pulled pork. Yeah, I think you just too much sauce. It'll ruin a pulled pork. If the pork is good, it doesn't need sauce. I think the brisket, on the other hand, would have probably been
Benefited.
better with. Yeah, it would have benefited with sauce. But pulled pork, I don't think is one of those things that benefits from sauce almost ever. If you like cook it in the sauce, and that's like how it should be done.
Right.
It should not be put on after the fact. But overall, I don't know.
I was just gonna say, are you gonna give like an overall grade, kind of like maybe take the sides into the whole
I think
experience in general?
I really just think that the brisket was the only not so good thing. I would overall say that it would be above the eights. I would say overall maybe like an 8.1, 8.2,
Solid.
8.125 maybe. A little extended decimal. I think if I were to go back there, either get a different style of the brisket or just get something else. The menu was huge. It didn't even fit in that whole picture. The majority of it did, but yeah, great place. If you're ever out, in Riverhead on Long Island, it's like exit 71. Like it's deep on the island, so.
But sounds like it's worth maybe the drive. Over an eight is absolutely incredible. So I mean, that's even a little bit closer to me. Maybe I'll go check that out. Sounds good.
Pulled pork, get the pulled pork.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't. I'm sorry, real quick.
Yep.
Bubba got the ribs. It was me, myself, obviously. My mom and Bubba, who's been mentioned, who's been on Mr. Eats before.
Yeah, he's been on episodes.
He got the ribs, and I took a bite. Excuse me. I took a bite of one, fall off the bone. If I had that instead of the brisket, that 8.125 is probably way higher.
All right.
Because
Bubba loves his ribs,
go to the
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the ribs were not covered in sauce or anything. It was good. I would get the ribs next time.
I mean, I totally agree with you, by the way. I think ribs almost even more than like pulled pork. Like obviously like, you might need the wet nap, but like it's when it's overbearing, it's just it's too much.
When my hands are covered in any kind of sauce after eating ribs, and I get it on my face, it's on my hat, it's on my forehead, somehow it gets like on the back of my neck.
Right.
Like I just can't do that. It's too much.
Precisely. So
questions, comments, concerns about Maple Smokehouse, whatever it was called?
No, I think that was sounding good to me. Maple Barbecue Smokehouse.
Yeah, there you go.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Also, all right, I'm gonna say it real quick. Sorry. I want to say congratulations to Cheesley's. If you guys haven't seen, Cheesley's is opening up a second location out in Farmingdale. So congratulations to them. There's no more app. There's no more Cheesley's app. So we're in the process of working out that promo code for you guys. So as soon as we know, we'll let you know. But I wanted to congratulate.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah,
and
I want to
congratulations
congratulate
Cheesley's.
Going to be in Farmingdale. Now you don't have to go to Center Reach for my peeps in Lindenhurst. You don't have to come to Center Reach. Now you can go to Farmingdale. So
and
congrats,
closer, Nassau County peeps.
Yeah, the Nassau peeps
hop over.
Yeah,
it's very good. We will transition now. We're good, Mike.
Yeah, I want to take a little credit for the Cheesley's success.
Of course,
because of my
100%.
I don't think they would have gotten a second location if it wasn't for this Eats. But I'm saying, I'm just saying. Now I'm done. Maybe like a 90-10 split. Never mind. I'm getting too crazy now. Baseball
is happening this upcoming week in the form of the All-Star game. If you guys missed, I forget, I don't even know what episode it was. We did, before the season started, we did a fantasy draft of, we made essentially all-star teams from some of the best players in the games, and we did our drafts and saw who And now we're going to see who of our teams actually made it to the All-Star game this year. Obviously, we're not going to have all the All-Stars. There's a lot of people who broke out this year and weren't even on our draft pool, which is pretty crazy.
Right.
But I'm going to share my screen real quick and show us our teams, talk about it very briefly, and then move on to the home run derby discussion.
Not only just the guys breaking out. I mean, you can keep going and share the screen. I'm just talking while
Okay.
you do that. Not only guys that are breaking out, but also guys that maybe fell off a little bit. Maybe guys that got injured and stuff like that. Didn't get it for.
Yeah, we got a few.
Austin's team.
Yes, we got a few on every single one of that. That's what happens in baseball.
Yep.
You can't predict anything really. But there's definitely some rough looks on some of our teams for sure. So going over my team here, that's just the first one we had here. So I had 6 total All-Stars on my team. We got Matt Olson, who's having a great season. I predicted that. I said he was really handsome in the episode, and I said he's going to have a good season, and he is doing that. Yasmani Grandal is having a real weird season. Walking a ton, but not doing anything. He's not an All-Star. Lindor, obviously, for the Mets, has had his trouble. I'm not going to go over my whole team. I'll just talk about the All-Stars. Brantley is an All-Star, raking as usual. Trout only played the first month and a half of the season, but he was absolutely insane. So he was able to get the nod as well. And then Acuna is also an All-Star for me. So that was the 4 in my lineup. And then we had Josh Hader still doing his thing in Milwaukee. And then Garrett Cole, first half of the season, looking really good, but been a little iffy since then. His numbers have stayed relatively good overall. So he made the team as well, looking a little iffy.
Honestly, kind of strange that Trout made it.
He did not play that much.
I didn't think he did. But I guess maybe he met the league minimum requirements for it, if they even have that.
Yeah, or they just said, "Oh, Mike Trout's automatically an All-Star."
He's just like grandfather. He's just grandfathered in at this point.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole, a little interesting.
Yes.
Kind of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely
interesting to see him there.
Been a little rough since this started the crackdown, but. There it is. So I had 6 All-Stars on my team. We'll move on to Sully's team now. And Solli actually had 7 All-Stars.
And how many? Because this is 9, 10, 11. So 14 total?
Yeah.
No, I had Trevor Bauer.
Yeah. That's a rough look as well.
I mean, we've all had pretty rough looks. We're gonna.
Yeah. So he had the 2 Braves infielders there as All-Stars, Freddie Freeman and Ozzie Albies, and then actually his whole infield besides the catcher there are All-Stars, J Ram and Trey Turner as well.
Trigger Trey.
Yep. And then his only outfield All-Star is Mookie Betts down there. Yelich not having a great season, and Belly was hurt for quite a bit. And then for the pitchers, so that's 5 there. And then he had Bieber and Liam Hendricks as All-Stars. Any comments there, Sully, on any of those guys?
Kind of wish Harper got in.
Yeah.
I don't.
I feel like he's been solid all year.
Yeah.
It's trash.
Yeah, I guess I like seeing the guys like Winker. I mean, obviously Winker or Castellanos. Like, it's nice seeing different faces in the All-Star game.
Definitely.
Like the same guys every year. So
it's definitely a new breath of people, and also what we said at the top, Sully. I mean, Bauer was probably on his way to getting in. I would assume he was having a good season, but obviously circumstances are not very good with him right now. And the other Phillies pitcher, Zach Wheeler, is kind of stealing the spotlight there.
From NOLA.
Yeah. All right. And then we're going to go to Mike's team. Here we go. We got JT Real Muto is an All-Star. Almost perennially, I would say at this point, he's, one of the best catchers in the game. Mm-hmm. And then moving down, Arenado is a All-Star.
Skipped over Pete. He's
not an All-Star.
There.
No, he's not.
He's just in the home run derby?
Yeah.
Not in the All-Star. That's weird. I don't like that.
Well, so same thing with Trevor Story. He's only
It's
participating
dumb.
in the home run derby and not an all-star. So you got two of those guys. If you want a half point each for those.
Yeah, I want a half point each.
Okay. Then we got Tatis.
Of
Again,
course.
another unfortunate circumstance with Ozuna, becoming a woman beater. So that's not very good.
Yeah, he said it.
Juan Soto is an all-star.
And in the derby.
Very surprising there.
My closer. Yeah.
And then we got two starting pitchers, Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer.
Yeah, both there. Two starters of my three elite starters. Unfortunately, I'll say unfortunately, Strasburg has gotten hurt. But you know what? If you're in my fantasy baseball league, I'm gonna allow it, and I think it's okay because I'm going off on a tangent. I'm gonna say it. I'm going off.
All right.
This started it.
I'll allow it.
My first three picks, if you guys remember this episode, I picked DeGrom, Scherzer, Strasburg in that order. So naturally, Austin and I do fantasy baseball with a couple of other jabronis. And naturally, my first pick's DeGrom. Later on, obviously, I'm not picking DeGrom and then Scherzer and then Strasburg in my first three picks because of fantasy order and all that such. But my next pitcher that I was able to take was Scherzer. So I have two of the three dynamic duo. Before the draft even started, I'm in the comments just like this and saying, hey, I'm going to get these three just like the episode of the pod. All of these people knew about the pod. And then comes along, I don't know if I could do this without cursing. Then comes along Jabroni Dan. All right, Dan?
Solli knows Dan.
And send the kids out of the room.
3, 2, 1. All right.
Fuck that guy. I hate him. I hate him because I had to two. And my next pick later on in the draft, because Strasburg fell very low. He was supposed to have a limit on innings, all that crap. He wasn't even auto drafted like at the top. He was going to be my next pick. And then this kids are still out of the room. This fucking clown Dan comes along like a pick or two before me and steals Steven Strasburg. My team name was named after the guy. It was Strasburgers. Like Bob's Burgers is a play on words with baseball. I used Strasburg's name. So no shit, I'm going to pick the guy. Then he takes him.
It's karma.
The disrespect. But you know what?
Karma.
It all works out. It all works out because Strasburg got hurt. I changed my team name to anyone but Dan. And look who's sitting in first place. Me. So, hey, Dan, if you're watching this, fuck you, guy. All right.
There
you can
it
bring
is.
the kids. You can bring the kids back in the room.
All right. Kids are back. And
Can you go over who was left on from our draft and see who's left? Any of these guys make the All-Star team? I'm sure.
I did not count them up, but definitely Nelson Cruz made it. Did JD make it, Sully?
I have no clue. I'd assume so.
I know Bogarts did. Bregman was well on his way before he got injured. I don't know if he still made it.
I don't think did
Salvador Perez made it.
I don't think Goldschmidt did.
No, Goldschmidt did not. Abreu might have.
Arenado made it from the Cardinals. I'm just thinking about Cardinals.
Oh wait, hold on. I actually have the thing brought up. That's going to take too much time.
Don't worry. I was just
Judge obviously made it. So Judge, Cruz, he definitely left some on the board there. Randy didn't. George Springer missed some time. Neither of the Martes. Wilson Contreras? No, he did not. Yeah. So there it is.
Stanton didn't make it, right? I don't think so. He did have like a crazy stretch though, where he was like hitting like 17 home runs in a game and stuff.
Man, I love Yordan Alvarez. That's all I gotta say.
He's a good player.
All right. That is it. So Mike, we're not actually gonna count those as half points. That's stupid. So Sully has the most. 6, 7, 6 All-Stars. We were all drafted pretty well though, I would say.
Yeah, pretty well.
Some of the
Two
people
guys
are
in the
just
derby.
underperforming a little bit.
half
Little bit.
points. I'd
I
be
guess they got
tied
rid
for
of the
first.
pitchers. I guess, or did we use all? Did we draft all of the pitchers? No, we definitely had
There's
some
just
on the
one
board.
left over.
Ah, whatever.
Anyway,
Were they here? No.
maybe you
Position
just
players.
didn't have
I
it.
think maybe I did it on a different.
It was
Yeah.
on a different thing.
It was on a
Yeah,
different thing.
because there was a little confusion.
Yeah, so I'm going to now switch the share screen. I'm so good at it now.
Ooh, that was such a smooth transition.
Oh, you know it, man. So here we go with the home run derby bracket challenge. I have
me.
not done the challenge.
I haven't
here
either.
you go.
I'm gonna do it right here.
MLB.com/bracket. Fill it out. And we got.
Oh, look at this! Speak of the devil. Sorry, I just went to check on my fantasy team, and look at it. Look at that. Look who I faced, and look who I beat. Where is it?
Can't really see it very well.
There
Dan.
it is. 7-3-0. Me over Dan.
There it
Take
is.
that.
So here we go with the bracket. I'm gonna run it down for the audio learners. Obviously, it is being shared on the screen for the video people, but here we go. So it's seeded based on how many total home runs they have. First is Shohei Ohtani. He's been absolutely on fire throughout these past couple of weeks, hitting home runs like every single game. He's facing off Juan Soto in the first round. Then
tough break for Soto.
Yes. Then the 4-5 matchup is Sal Perez and defending champ Pete Alonso. And then going over the other side of the bracket, we got Joey Gallo, who's recently been turning it on as well, and Trevor Story, hometown boy, in the 2-7 matchup. And then 3-6 is my boy. I drafted him, Matt Olson, and Trey Mancini. What a good story Trey Mancini has been this season.
I was gonna say for Trey Mancini, what a story. I think for me, and I want to hear what you guys think too. The matchup I'm looking forward to the most is probably Perez and Alonso, but I think the underdog would probably be that Mancini and Olsen matchup. I just think those two are for me. I don't know. I think that Perez and Alonso should be crazy.
What do you think, Solly?
Yeah, what do you think, Solly?
No, I think the same thing as Mike. I think that Sal Perez and Pete one is like the biggest one, obviously because Pete won last year.
Yeah.
And I think that Salvi is kind of underrated and can like upset him.
Ooh.
And then that Olsen Mancini one is just, I feel like they're like really similar players.
That's very true. And also just the story of Trey Mancini this season has been great.
What a beautiful story it would be if he won, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I don't think I think he definitely has a shot. I mean,
he's there, so anybody got a shot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, how do we want to go over each matchup and kind of see how we think it would break down, or do we just want to pick an ultimo winner?
Did you start a timer? Do you know how we're doing on time?
We are 37 minutes in.
Well, yeah, we could do a little quick ski if you want.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe say who you think's gonna win, and I don't know. What do you guys think? We're deciding on the fly.
Yeah, Sully, what are you thinking?
I was gonna say, what if we just did like the first round matchups? We just all like, I went through all four and then said my winner at the end.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
so
because
who your final four are pretty much, and then who would win out of the final four.
Yeah.
Bet. Let's do it. Sully, start us off.
All right. So I mean, for me, I think Ohtani is just gonna beat Soto.
No. I'm just kidding.
And I think Gallo is gonna beat Story. I think those are like the two easy matchups, at least in my head.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna pull for Mancini because I love him. And then I think I'm gonna take Salvi for the
with
the upset. I like it.
Yeah.
Even though he's the higher seed.
He's the higher seed, but he's beaten the defending champ.
Pete won Pete won last year. And then I'm gonna go with my winner. I'm gonna go with Gallo.
Ooh.
He's really turned it on lately.
I mean, he's a monster.
And he's got to be averaging like a home run a game right now.
Yeah.
Like over like the past 10 to 15 games. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Gallo. I think he's gonna carry that momentum and win it.
I like that pick.
I like it. That's a good pick. honestly, he's sitting at the second seed in this, but I think he's a bit of an underdog. I mean, I feel like honestly, everybody's an underdog next to Otani.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, he's just been insane.
it's just incredible. Oh, so you want to go or you want me to go?
Up to you.
You can take it away.
All right. So I also did want to say I do think this is a good way to do it, because if we all picked and we picked different people, it would have been hard to keep track of like who we were facing in the rounds if we were like going round by round. So I think this is a good way to kind of talk about the matchups.
Good job, Solli.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I'm gonna start with the 1-8. It's, and I think Solly said it well, that like the 1-8 and the 2-7 are kind of similar in the fact that Otani and Gallo are these bona fide sluggers. Not that Juan Soto and Trevor Story don't have home run power, but you don't think of them necessarily, personally, I don't, as like, oh, these guys are going to absolutely crush the ball. You know, Soto, obviously huge at getting on base and hitting the ball all over the park.
King.
Yes, and he's so good. But I think Otani is just on another level right now, as we keep saying.
Wrong.
There's not enough. I keep seeing this on baseball Twitter and stuff like that. There's not enough words to describe how crazy Otani has been this season.
Yeah.
On pace for like 60 home runs or whatever, while also pitching every fifth day is absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna take Otani in round 1, and then similar to Story, I mean, he's just a solid hitter, like, but I don't think of him as like a huge power threat. I know he is at home. You got to root for the hometown boy a little bit. Maybe he's used to the ballpark, but there are cores. Everything's gonna be flying out. And I think Joey, it's like my cousin Vinny.
Vinny.
Callow. Joey Gallo.
He knocks over the chest.
Is going to take round 1 there. I'm not going to talk too much. I got Alonso winning against Salvador Perez. You know, maybe a little Mets bias there, but hey, defending champion Salvador Perez. I do agree with you, Sully. I think he's sneaky. I think he could definitely take it from him. Alonso's not having the best season. He's still doing really well though.
I think that's the matchup to look at.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then the last one, I'm only gonna say this because I drafted him, and then also secondly because I just saw a video of him practicing actually for the home run derby. Matt Olson. I think Matt Olson is gonna beat Trey Mancini in the first round, and then actually super plot twist. I'm going Matt Olson to win it all. I got Matt Olson. He's just, I don't know. He's having a great season.
Who do you think would be in the finals? I think we should talk about who should be in the finals. I think like quick. And Sully, who would you have? Because you had Gallo over
who? Gallo over. I'm gonna say Salvi.
Oh
wow! You think
gonna be weird?
Salvi's gonna go back-to-back underdog? He's gonna beat Otani also.
Wow.
Salvi's just weird, man. He's good as hell. He's good as hell.
He is.
Wow. Sorry to change it up a little bit on the fly.
No, don't worry about it.
I thought it would be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. So I got Matt Olson over Otani. I think Otani would dethrone. I mean, if I'm writing this as a WWE story or something, he's still put over because he's still dethroning Pete Alonso as the champion, but then he comes up short in the end for some redemption down the line. Matt Olson is going to win it.
So that make Matt Olson the heel in the story? In your WWE fantasy booking?
Yeah, and then Otani comes,
Otani's what, the John Cena?
Yeah, that's what.
Man, because then everyone's gonna boom. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. So Olson, Gallo so far are the winners. So starting at the 1-8, I'm gonna do this how it's matched up here. You guys went left to right how you read, but I'm gonna go up and down and then up and down because that's who they would match up against. Obviously, Juan Soto is gonna win. It's pretty clear to me that I can't even say that with a straight face. He's not going to win. He's not going to beat Ohtani. Ohtani, I said this off camera, and I have to say it while it's recorded because I've been great on my predictions on the pod, with the exception of maybe one. Ohtani's going to hit one over 500 feet. The extra time this year is over 475 feet. You get an extra 30 seconds
time,
which is just insane because I don't think it was that much in previous years. I'll have to fact check it. Somebody else can yell at me in the comments, be like, hey, gabagool. No, it's always been that. I don't know, whatever. But I really think with being in a course field, with the elevation and all that nonsense up there, I think Ohtani's going to hit one over 500 feet. So that being said, I got to have Ohtani, unfortunately, beat Soto in a neck-and-neck matchup. I think he's only going to beat him by one. I can't say that seriously either. On to Perez and Alonso. Man, I can't wait for this matchup. I can't wait for it. I think both of these guys are going to hit like 50 each in the 2 minutes. That's not going to happen. That's not a real prediction. Ohtani's is. But I'm going with the defending champ. I think Alonso. And can't you imagine Alonso versus Ohtani? That would be fun. Going over to the right side, Joey Gallo, and Trevor Story. I'm going with upset city here, boys. I'm going with the hometown boy, Trevor Story. He knows the field. He knows the wind trajectory.
Everyone cheering for him.
Everyone's going to be behind him. I'm going with the hometown boy with the upset in the first round.
I like it.
On to Olsen and Trey Mancini. Man, I really want Trey Mancini to win, but do I have two upsets on the right side? You're damn right I'm going to have two upsets on the right side. I'm going Trey Mancini over Matt Olsen.
I like
Spoiler alert, I don't think anybody on the right side is going to win. That being said, I don't think Ohtani's going to win.
Okay.
I talked myself out of it up here. I think Pete Alonso is going to go back-to-back.
That would be sick.
I'm Pete Alonso.
If he goes crazy again, that would be
I'm
so
saying
sick,
Pete
man.
Alonso is going to go back-to-back. The polar bear is going back-to-back. I think he's going to dethrone Ohtani. I think Alonso, as the defending champ, is going to be the underdog against Ohtani. And I think he's going to beat him, and then he's going to win in the finals. He's going to floss his teeth with either Trevor Story or Trey Mancini.
Who's it going to be? You said you were going to tell us who's going to be in the finals.
Trevor Story. Trevor Story will beat, unfortunately, Trey Mancini. Hometown boy is going to make it to the finals and then lose because that's a Colorado Rocky thing to do.
That's actually so true.
Make it to the finals and lose.
And then get swept by the Red Sox.
Absolutely.
Rocktober.
Absolutely annihilated. I think he's going to get annihilated in the finals. Like Trevor Story might not even hit one in the finals.
Yeah, he could get gassed. I could see him getting gassed.
But I think Pete Alonso, he did it last year. He knows how to do it. I don't know if any of these other guys have. Well, I think Perez and Olsen have been in home run derbies previously, right?
I do not know.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I think I obviously we know that Alonso has been there before. He did it last year. I think he's going back to back.
That would be sick. I think there would be a lot of fun. Like almost anyone that there is a little bit of a fun story to it.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, I think that they picked a good good. What's the word? Cast? No.
Yeah.
Good field. There's a good field out there this year.
Ohtani's hitting one over 500 feet.
Mark my words.
Mark my words.
Salvi's hitting one over 550.
Who?
What?
Salvi.
Get the
Out of stadium. Out of court.
550 feet? You're on crack. No, I can't. Can I say that? I don't know if I've already dropped 7 F-bombs. So this is a little Stephen A. Smith line, actually.
Hey. So there it is. Let us know who you think is going to win the home run derby. Let us know who you got in your bracket. Let us know if you win the $100,000 home run derby bracket challenge, and then give us some of that money because we told you to do it.
Because we told you who was going to win. I told you Pete Alonso was going to go back to back.
Also, I realized low key we did end up picking the whole bracket.
Yeah, we did.
So that was awesome.
We absolutely did. So whatever.
So cool. So take one of our words for it, and maybe you'll be handsomely rewarded.
Yeah,
Okay.
split it.
Are we good?
I think so. I think we're good. And okay, we
Post
get
of the
another
week.
transition. Look at that. Oh, you suck. Post of the week is from Trisha Parker, or known as Jordan Grace in Impact Wrestling. She's married to Jonathan Gresham, and her tweet is stars, husband trying to sleep, star, no one, nothing. One of these tweets, and then me. If you were a Pokemon trainer, she says, what would your starter be? I think it's two. Pokemon are male and female, or no gender, because there are some. But who would your starter be? And I think this is great, because this is a big topic of discussion. I see someone right down here says Mudkip, and that's a good shout. But Sully, being the guest, who would your starter be?
My starter would be I can't think of his name.
Describe him.
He's the little red monkey from Pokemon Platinum.
Chimchar. Yeah. Chimchar. That's funny.
He was who I chose during Pokemon Platinum, or maybe it was one of the other ones, or Diamond or something. And
it was Platinum.
And yeah, I just loved him.
5.
Got him to level 100, and he was a beast.
As a starter, you didn't even evolve him?
No, I evolved him.
I'll be quick, because I was also going to go with Chimchar. Not only
really,
yeah, I was actually going to say, are you going to go Chimchar too?
No.
Were you going to go Chimchar?
No.
Chimchar, yeah, because 1, monkey's my favorite animal. 2, fire types are my favorite in the game.
It's funny, we're all picking one from the same gen, because that's where I was gonna go also, because Pokemon Pearl was the one that I played most, which is along the same way as Pearl, Diamond, Platinum all came together with Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. Those were all the ones. But I was a Turtwig man. I went the Torterra route, and I thought he was absolutely awesome. Yeah, no, don't give me that face.
As a fire Pokemon trainer, I don't like the grass type.
All right, well, there's my pick.
I don't know. I really think that the grass types have just been weak since Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur was the best one.
Hey,
but even Bulbasaur compared to Squirtle and Charmander, come on.
Yeah, I know. Number 1 kind of did him bad.
I think grass types just been rough. Also, I have to acknowledge Mudkip. I said it before. Mudkip is up there. Even though I'm a fire guy, Mudkip is good. I also like Tepig, another fire starter. Who's another animal, a pig.
So there it is. That's the post of the week. Quick one.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace. Thank you very much.
Let us know who your starting Pokemon would be.
Let us know
in the comments.
You got a lot of stuff to let us know. Let us know what I should do for Nisto Drinks episode 100. Let us know who you think is going to win the MLB All-Star game. Let us know why Dan sucks, and let us know why who your starter Pokemon would be.
It's all got to be in the comments. You're going to be graded on it, and
there will be a test at the end of the episode.
It needs to be an APA format, especially the Dan part. The home run derby, Nisto Drinks, #fire Dan. No, he's not getting fired. A different 4-letter F word. Maybe we start that trend. I'm okay with that.
Good one.
I'm okay with that one. And you're starting Pokemon. That's it, right?
That's it.
All that. It's due by Friday.
By the next episode.
Sully.
Yes.
Did you come prepared this time with a joke?
Yes. I have a joke.
I'm excited. Let's hear it, Sully. Start us off, big guy.
Why did the Braves hire a baker?
Something about
Dusty.
Chop. Something about Chop? No.
They needed a new batter.
Oh, they did need a new batter.
See, I think it could have been said with any team.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think they just tossed the Braves and just because. So I just read it with the Braves.
Nice.
But I thought it was a good joke.
I like it, and it's with the theme, the baseball.
Exactly.
Theme. Well done.
Nice job.
Well done.
I
Thank
don't
you.
have a baseball themed joke, but I will
Neither
do
do
mine
I.
real quick.
All right, hit it.
What do you call a flower that runs on electricity?
That's got me thinking about
A
Pokemon.
flower.
Nope. Close. That's a decent answer.
That's got me thinking about Pokemon. Imagine an electric grass type. Sorry, go ahead. There probably is. Go ahead.
A power plant.
Stupid.
Hey,
That's
man.
So dumb.
Hey, man. Let's go.
I like it. I like
Power
it.
plant. Baker's dozen. What they need? A batter. That's what it is.
Dumb. I gotta follow that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how you could.
I don't know. So
At least it wasn't the closer.
yeah, yeah. So I'll close it with a little bit of a story. So yeah, I'm on Long Island, but I'm going back to Florida, where I've actually been looking for a job. With school and stuff. I got my own apartment. I need some money. So I was actually going for a waiter. I've heard that you get a lot of good tips and stuff, and a little freedom with your
Cash. Yeah. Tax.
with your hours and stuff. So the interviewer said, they asked, why should we hire you as a waiter? So I said, for starters, I bring a lot to the table.
Oh. You can carry lots of things.
Yeah, you bring a lot to the table as a waiter. So come on, that's good.
It is good.
That's good. And
That
for
is
the
a good
record,
one.
I would never be a waiter. I give them a lot of credit.
Yes.
You take one gabagool like me to come in there and just ruin your day.
Yeah.
Precisely.
No,
What they say.
I'm usually pretty good with waiters.
Sometimes you gobble your last goal.
That one's free.
That one was free. Yeah. No, you get one Karen in there and that would just ruin my day. I would start RKOing people.
No hate
and
to
stuff.
Karens. No hate to Karens.
Sorry.
A little bit of hate
touchy,
to Karens.
touchy
Anyone
subject
named
for
Karen.
some.
Like, what if they're like name is Karen, but they're not a Karen?
Right.
You
No.
gotta legally change your name. I think that's the only possible solution. Because if you're a Karen, you're a Karen. And the same goes for guys. If you're a Kyle, you're drinking 6 packs of Monsters a day and putting your head through walls. That's Kyle.
Or a Chad.
Chad
Yeah.
loves his precious ginger ale. That's a
Does he?
Drake and Josh reference. Mindy's not boyfriend. Josh thinks this is her boyfriend.
That's
he's jealous.
That's a deep pull. That's a deep
Come
pull.
on, I love that skit. He's like, oh, Chad, what's his precious ginger ale? Well, you just call him ginger ale headquarters. I don't know. He said something stupid.
Yeah. So good.
Good old Josh.
But that's all for this episode, right? I think we just did everything.
Yep, that's it. Bye.
Merch.
Yeah, merch.
Buy the merch.
Go
Link in the description.
Cheesley's when it comes open. When it opens. Don't know when that'll be.
And stay tuned for next week's episode.
Yeah.
Hand in your homework, and then also check out the episode of the Mount Rushmore
Check
shirt
that out.
of the bands.
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore of bands.
Mount Rushmore of bands.
Stay
Like
tuned.
rock band. Bands.
I don't know.
Bands. Bands.
Bands.
Bands and make her dance.
I was gonna go with Ray Bans or something. Ray Bans, Bobby Ray Bans. That was a B.O.B. song.
Aha blast. All right, guys.
Aha blast. Buy your shirts. Free Nisto ships with your homework Friday. I think that's all I got. Sully, you got anything you want to mention? Plug? Anything?
Nah, I mean, everybody just enjoy your summer.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Enjoy your summer.
Love it.
Do it safely.
Exactly.
This way to the beach. That's upside down.
This way to the beach.
That way to the beach, apparently. So enjoy the beach. Do it safely. Don't hang out with Dan. Just live life.
Yeah. That's what you get out of Nisto Bros podcast. You get a little life advice at the end there.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Oh, that's all three. Go ahead.
Peace, love, sip.
I cracked myself. Don't hang out with. Don't hang out with Dan and eat and listen.
Listen. Thanks, Sully.
Thanks,
No
everyone, except Dan.
Goodbye.